Mr. Swinney, back with Thomas and Friends, Wonders of Sodor. Any idea how I get rid of this? And now... Wait, did I read that right?
Branching out. It was a busy time on the railway, and all of the engines were working hard. Except poor Thomas. He was feeling unwell. "You should go to the steamworks for a while," said Sir Topham Hatt. "They'll have you fixed up and feeling better in no time." As Emily came and took Thomas away to be repaired, Sir Topham Hatt wondered who else he could get to take Thomas's passengers. Suddenly, Deisal pulled into the yard with a train of trucks. Sir Topham Hatt looked at him and smiled.
What are you thinking, Topham?
"Ah, Deisal, just the engine I wanted to see." Deisal looked a little nervous. Sir Topham Hatt usually only wanted to see him if he was in trouble.
And I wonder why that would be a precedent.
"Good morning, sir," said Deisal nervously. "Did you need me for something?" "Yes, indeed I do," smiled Sir Topham Hatt. "Thomas is not feeling well, and Emily has taken him to the steamworks to be repaired. So I need a really useful engine to help with taking the passengers on the branch line." Deisal was very surprised. "But sir," he protested, "I'm only a shunting engine. I've never really pulled passengers before."
Who are you and what have you done with Deisal?
"Don't worry, Deisal," Sir Topham Hatt
Never
reassured
stop
him.
ranting about how
"I'm
he's
confident you'll manage
revolutionary
just
compared
fine,
to steam engines.
and I'm sure that Annie and Clarabelle will be glad to show you what to do. Just remember, you need to be on your best behaviour today. I don't want to hear from the passengers that you've been causing trouble."
Otherwise, I'll have
But
Duck
sir,
take
I
care
can't
of your
take
duties.
Annie and Clarabelle. They're Thomas's coaches, and they don't like me, and...
Deisal, you'll be fine," smiled Sir Topham Hatt. "Now run along and collect Annie and Clarabelle. They should be waiting for you in the sidings."
Oh, why do I have to take passengers?
Well, what else would you take in coaches?
Maybe, he thought, Sir Topham Hatt chose me because I am the best engine for the job.
Deisal, there are 5 engines in the base game. Percy isn't available for whatever reason. And Gordon would probably be severe overkill. Emily is busy taking Thomas to the steamworks, and James is a DLC character. No. Looks like it's gonna have to be you, you nasty little oil stain. That you went so fast you overshot the waypoint. That's why Percy couldn't take Annie and Clarabelle. He's looking raring to have another accident with troublesome trucks. Break a leg. Thankfully, it won't be any of his if worse comes to worse.
ladies. Oh no, Clarabelle. It's that devious Deisal. Surely, replied Clarabelle, Sir Topham Hatt could have picked another engine instead of him.
The plot must flow, ladies.
Perhaps he thinks
Plot must
I'm
flow.
the best engine for the job, boasted Deisal. After all, he specifically asked me to help with the passengers while Thomas is away. I'm sure he only asked you to help as all the other engines are busy.
That's what I was thinking.
He certainly did not. Now we need to get going. We don't want to be late after all.
Trucks are waiting in the yard, tacking them with easel. Show the world what I can do. Gaily boasts the Deisal. In and out he creeps about like a big McWeasel. When he pulls the wrong tricks out, pop goes the Deisal. The shocking thing is, I think that's the first version of Pop Goes the Weasel I ever heard. I think the second was the one that Scruffy does from Oliver. Yeah, Pop Goes Old Dolly. Oliver's no use to Dolly. Thinks he's very clever. He says that he can manage us. That's the best joke ever. When he orders us about with the greatest folly, we push him. We just push him down the well. Pop goes old Dolly. Darn it, I was so busy singing I completely missed everything again. Wait a minute. Sake.
All aboard! We need to hurry and get moving. There's no need to rush, Deisal, said Annie. We still have plenty of time.
Deisal, you're conspicuously happy! What rumors have you been spreading about Duck this time? Is it that he's not actually an engine, but
Right,
really a duck?
let's get going.
Like, not just named
Remember,
Duck?
said Clarabelle, you need to pull away gently as to not startle the passengers.
He's going to ignore your advice out of spite. Yeah, one's really not the same as the whistles. like Mavis's horn, but that was different. Mavis was just naive. Deisal, not jerk. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, horn. It's a terrible horn. The horn that would look good on him would be aminal horns. Yes. That's where I was going with my tirade.
Deisal, you'll need to remember to slow down as you approach the station. You mustn't bump the coaches, especially if they have passengers on board.
Annie, that's a kind of tone that people just subconsciously infer to me to ignore out of spite. But I shall do. You know, the show always made it look like these engines could go 0 to a lot ridiculously fast. Like that. And then again, last time I really played train sims like this was
All aboard!
years ago. And I had no idea what I was doing then either.
Off we go again.
Speaking of sports field, are the goats and the sheep and the cows still playing? Or has Dovetail finally realized their goof and removed them? Because it is very silly that happened. Fly with me, my beautiful balloon. That technically is the whistle. Deisal, I led you to my nephew's, but I have no idea where it would be, and this is a computer game. What would you do if you did get it? One button for the coach doors. Would that really have been so hard? At least a mod that makes the passengers look like they did in the old Britt Allcroft show. complaining, but I believe these are valid complaints, and thankfully livestock are not playing in the soccer field back there. One was an anomaly. Two would have just been silly. Not necessarily the good kind of silly either. Another day, another viaduct crossing. How many viaducts did the Romans build on this island? Come on, whoa! When I say whoa, I do mean whoa! Okay, good news is we didn't technically overshoot the platform. Okay.
Hurry up, please. We don't want to be late.
Just then, one of the passengers approached Deisal.
Thank you, Deisal, they said.
It is clearly a woman.
Deisal looked surprised. He wasn't sure what to say.
You're very welcome. Wow. Someone was grateful for my help. You see, said Annie, passengers appreciate an engine who looks after them and pulls their train well.
Deisal thought about this.
Even if I did overshoot it a little?
Maybe you're right, he said. Maybe I can pull passengers after all.
Well, of course you can.
I used to goof around with that sort of thing with my older Thomas Hurtle trains all the time.
Long story short, those trains are not outdoor toys. And it's kind of impossible to fix parts once they were broken. They weren't fit to replicate the fairly numerous crashes in the show. Components. I have no idea what any of them are called offhand. Bam 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 Deisal, you may be on your best behavior here, but I'll still remember you as the engine who gave Mavis terrible life advice and basically turned and basically try to ruin Doug's life out of spite. I wonder if the narrow game, they have never been in this game. Probably not likely, but you never know. It'd be nice to see Duke again. Haven't seen neither Buffer nor Tender of Grandpa since... Well, it'd certainly be a dog's age. Let's leave it at that.
On to our next stop. You're doing well, Deisal, said Annie kindly.
Don't worry, I think that's just how the rails turn. He's not actually leaning. In this cabin. Deisal is a very catchy song. Anyone who doesn't know it had a depraved childhood. Maybe the horn's growing on me, I don't know.
One stop to go, Deisal, said Clarabelle. Then you will have pulled your first passenger train.
Bulb that needed. A single light bulb that was the difference between illumination and total darkness. Yep, the cows and pigs are still out it. I made a complete and utter whoopsie misidentifying the species. Is that a horse or a goat roughing in the match? Probably a goat, but still too far away to tell. Remember, Deisal, there is a police officer close by who's obsessed.
Deisal soon reached Farquhar,
having cow
the top station of Thomas's branch line. He felt rather pleased with himself. Suddenly, he noticed Sir Topham Hatt walking towards him.
Panic!
I hope he's not here to tell me off, he thought. Maybe one of the passengers complained about me.
But Sir Topham Hatt wasn't cross. He was smiling.
That looks to be the only emotion he can express here.
Well done, Deisal, he said proudly. I've heard from some of your passengers that you did a good job today.
Thank you, sir, said Deisal. But I did have some help.
And
Thomas is still being repaired, so I'll need you to stay and help out for a few more days,
no other
explained Sir
coaches.
Topham Hatt. Do you mind?
Not at all, sir, said Deisal happily. I'm sure that the three of us can run the branch line just fine.
Annie and Clarabelle smiled. Perhaps they thought Deisal wasn't so devious after all.
I mean, it's not like, you know... I mean, what else was he supposed to do in this game? Deliberately cause us an accident? Perish the thought, even for him.
Shunting Showdown.
I mean, that's a completely
One
different
morning,
show.
Thomas was shunting trucks in the yard when Deisal arrived.
Oh, look, it's that little blue tank engine getting in the way. You really need to learn how to shunt trucks properly, Thomas.
Ah, there's the
And I
Deisal
doubt
know.
you are as good at shunting as me, the best shunter on Sodor. Not only am I as good as you, huffed Thomas, I'm better.
Sir Handel put it better.
No, you're not. Yes, I am. Not. Am.
Just then, Emily arrived with some trucks and overheard the two engines arguing. What's going on here?
Deisal was being rude and was claiming he was the best shunter on Sodor,
said Thomas.
But I am the best shunter, interrupted Deisal. Tell you what, if you want to see who's truly the best, then perhaps we should have a competition to see which engine is the better shunter.
That sounds like a great idea. What do you think, Thomas?
OK, Deisal, said Thomas. What are the rules? The first engine to get their line of trucks shunted into the correct order will be the winner. Sounds good to me. Let's get started. Is everyone ready to begin? 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay. This is going to be trickier than I expected. Look, I can see the order they're supposed to go in, but the problem is I don't know how to uncouple these. Okay. Huh. I accidentally backed myself into a shed. Never mind. I was feeling so proud of myself until that happened. And oh, that was embarrassing. Wasn't it, boys and girls? Oh, that's nice of him. Whoop.
I wouldn't do this manually.
But frankly... And I set the points wrong. Get it, I set these right. Not wrong. Come on. Come on. Come on. Suddenly, I'm starting to realize why the big engines raised such a stink about shunting their own coaches and whatnot. Yes! I finally did it! Okay. See, I bet you think you're better than me, don't you, Deisal? You're not. You know why? One thing, Thomas has stopped billing on the show.
I know there's no real place.
Point again. That was a problem. I was standing on the points and oh. Yes, Thomas, I know this is boring. Bear with me. boy. In my defense, I had no idea how that point was set. Again. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Way. This works. think I found at least one flaw. This particular system. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Someday I'll figure out how to do it correctly. Without sounding like I'm wheezing. Maybe. I think that's okay. This level is tedium incarnate. I don't like it very much. Dang it, I think I boxed in. Only I had Percy to help with this. He might not be terribly useful, but it'd be nice to have a second set of buffers to do this with. No, it's just my dryer. If you even heard it. This entire operation requires patience and careful consideration that honestly seems out of character with Thomas, especially considering the numerous times he's, well, for lack of a better word, been a complete goober. Kind of situations that wouldn't have arose if someone had been just a little bit patient. Like that time he tried to pull the express and didn't realize he wasn't properly coupled up until it was pointed out to him further down the line. Or the few times where he's crashed through buffers. Completely on impulse. And I feel like Deisal is deliberately throwing this contest for my sake. That's technically appreciated, but it's still technically dirty pool. Deisal, I am flattered, but I do not especially care for that. Okay, how am I gonna get... I have to show again in the photos. Nope. Not risking a derailment again. That is not. Final efforts. It's all of it. On the rails, either some sort of red paint on top of Thomas's buffer beam or something else entirely. As slow as all this is, it's better in keeping with the spirit of Thomas and the tank engine than a certain, let's say, spin-off. It's more cartoon physics than morality lessons about doing a good job and being a really good person while you're at it. Not there's anything wrong with slapstick, it's just very, very, very strange as an adult to imagine Thomas unironically using cartoon physics in a show. Mostly because, I reckon, every time they tried cartoon physics, it typically resulted in someone needing to be taken to the steam works, or crew, or the diesel works to be mended. I'm sure there's a guide already on Steam about how to do this properly without getting faster, but well, in my experience, those guides are.
And the winner is Deisal. Well done. I win. I knew I was the best shunter on Sodor. Diesels are revolutionary. Well done, Deisal. You may have beaten me this time, but I'm sure if we try again, I can win next time.
Sport. Oh, absolutely not. This has been Mr. Swinney of Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor. Please be good and be good to each other while I laugh. It's embarrassment enough.